And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 83 yards as they are now on. This complete left side to Aguilar. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mark that down as it turn. Throwing on 1st down. Metcalf firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Metcalf. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Back to throw. Metcalf.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Metcalf. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And the Giants send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, Sanders now to return. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We begin with an AFC West battle in the Golden State as Oakland is down south to take on the LA Chargers. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Metcalf. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Off play action. Metcalf. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Metcalf. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, Metcalf. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the... After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. We're back now in KC. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. To throw on 2nd down. Metcalf. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come.
Ready. I'm scared. Strong right.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.